Just look at these bright pixels. Aren't they beautiful? They don't only form pictures. They convey an entire era from the past. They are pure nostalgia. There's something missing when you fire up an emulator. Sure, the game runs. The pixels are all there. But the feeling, it isn't. Modern emulators are convenient, but they're missing a critical piece of the experience. The display. A modern, silent LCD just can't recreate the magic of a glowing, humming CRT. CRTs weren't just passive screens. They were active objects bursting with energy and power. Each phosphor pixel, a tiny burst of light, glowing just for you. The fuzziness, the bloom, the scan lines. The slight curvature of the glass. When you power on a real machine, you wait. You feel the hum. You hear the crackle. And then, the screen fades in. Not instantly, but organically. It's not just nostalgia, it's physical reality. On a CRT, the graphics blend into each other in a way the original developers expected. The dithering tricks work. The colors pop. Motion looks smooth. On LCDs, you see the seams. The soul is missing. On a CRT, even the imperfections are part of the experience. That faint buzz. The static when you touch the glass. The warm smell after a gaming session. You don't get that from HDMI. Curved glass, not panels. Ghosting and bloom, not pixel-perfect grids. That's how retro is meant to look. Emulators are great for convenience, for saving space, for testing, but they're not the real thing. You can't emulate glass and phosphor. Every CRT has a personality, a texture, a tone. It's fully part of the machine. It's the lens through which you view the past. CRT and LCD are completely different technologies. The first is based on cathode rays, the second on liquid crystals, and the resulting pixels look differently on screen. When it comes to display the result on the surface of the screen, CRT deals with phosphor dots, whereas LCD deals with lit squares. Pixels are squares, so logically, single pixels look nice and sharp on an LCD, and they look bad on a CRT because its technology can only form unperfect squares. But single pixels taken individually don't mean anything. They only begin to make sense when put together to form shapes. When the artist uses meaningless pixels to create something meaningful, then it's a different story. The computer artist of the CRT era made the most of these pixels to create a picture that did look good on a CRT. Pictures were made on purpose for the CRT, which was the only target, because there wasn't anything else at the time. On the other hand, when displayed on an LCD, the same picture doesn't look optimal. It looks more primitive, more like a cartoon than a wall painting, because it lacks the natural shading mask of the CRT screen. Those shades the artist intentionally used to create hue, tint, and other undertone effects. They are completely absent from the LCD. Anti-aliasing alone is not enough to recreate these subtle effects. It's the same kind of comparison as between analog and digital audio recordings. True music lover will tell you that ancient vinyl records capture the true nature of audio, whereas the compact disc is biased. And they're right. Yes, it's hard to believe, but pure numeric recordings are less accurate in recreating musical subtleties. The output of a record player is analog. It can be fed directly to the amplifier with no conversion. As a result, the waveforms from a vinyl recording can be much more accurate than the audio converted for digital sampling. The difference in sound richness can be detected by the expert ear of an audiophile. The comparison is much easier and obvious between CRT versus LCD, and we're not even speaking about motion handling yet. Compared to the instant electron-photon conversion inside a CRT, the physical movement of liquid crystals inside an LCD display takes a lot more time. This results in a latency and blurriness when there's a lot of motion happening across the screen. Motion rendering is of the essence in most games. Running modern games on a vintage CRT monitor produces outstanding results, sometimes superior to anything from the LCD era, up to and including the latest OLED displays. Motion handling on CRT is on another level as compared to modern technologies, to the point where even an 800 pixels presentation may well be delivering more detail in motion than a 4K LCD. Unfortunately, CRT screens are becoming rare. It's already not easy to find one in good working order, and don't even think about repairing it yourself unless you're an expert. They are fragile, dangerous to handle, and must be treated with great care. But the fact remains, CRT screens are yet unmatched for true computer gaming experience. So next time you boot up that emulator, just remember, emulators can mimic a machine, but they can't replicate presence.